I'm about to show you an excellent backup solar system that you can build yourself. This system is good for backup, but it can almost power the entire house. What we have here is 10 simple 400-watt solar panels that were bought from Signature Solar. The frames here for the solar panels were simply made out of 4x4s and 2x6s. It's a really nice solar rack and it resembles a pergola. Each one of these solar panels are wired in series, which means the wires are connected from one to the next to the next to the next. On the end here, you have a positive coming off, and on the other end, you have a negative coming off. The two wires, the positive and negative that come off, go into this DC disconnect switch. They run out of the DC disconnect switch, and then they go into the house, into the inverter. The conduit runs down the side of the house here, and then up out of the ground, through the bricks, and into the inverter. The size of this house is your typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a 2-car garage. This is a nice and powerful system that most people should be able to do themselves. So this system runs everything in the kitchen, this mini fridge, this 12,000 BTU air conditioner, all of the lights and everything in this room, everything in this bathroom, the internet modem and the TV here in the living room, this bathroom, everything here in the hallway, and both of these bedrooms. The owner is running about 90% of his house on this solar system. This is the main electrical panel to the house, and this is the critical load panel that the solar runs. The electric bill was around $220 a month. That bill is now down to about $70 a month. The actual electricity usage is running at about $20 a month. These are the 4 batteries that run the house at night. Here is the inverter that is providing all the power to this house. This is the EG4 3000 watt off-grid inverter, and these are the EG4 server rack batteries. These batteries are 48 volts at 100 amp hours each. This is a total of 400 amp hours at 48 volts. Previously, this house has been running on 2 of these batteries, and today we're adding 2 more batteries to double the battery bank. It's very important that each wire is the exact same length going from the batteries to the bus bars. This will ensure that all the batteries charge evenly. Okay, so the first thing we gotta do is shut this whole system down, turn everything off, unhook all the batteries, get all the wiring out of the way, and we're gonna rewire this whole system. Okay, now we have everything here wired up correctly. All of the positives are going to the red bus bar, and all of the negatives are going to the black bus bar. Right here, each battery communication cable is running from one battery to the next, and then the master battery runs from here to the inverter. While filming this video, the prices of the inverter was a couple $100 higher, and the prices of each batteries were a couple $100 higher. This was due to the tariffs, and now it looks like the price on the batteries and the inverter has come back down. Okay, so all the batteries are on and we don't seem to have any problems. Everything seems to be running just fine. Now what we're gonna do is go into the settings in here and set this inverter to run the 4 batteries instead of the 2 batteries that it was running. This EG4 inverter is just over $1,000. Each one of these server rack batteries are $13.99 each. The 10 solar panels running this system you can get for about $94 a piece. So if you want to build a system like this, you can find the links to all of these parts in the description of my video. So with the total cost of the solar panels being $940, the EG4 inverter being just over $1,000, and each one of these batteries being $13.99 a piece, a cheap critical load panel like this from Lowe's is going to cost you right at $100. These 2 600 amp bus bars here were just under $100 on Amazon. So that brings the grand total of this entire system at about $7,800. Now I realize that there are cheaper products on the market. I do prefer the cheaper batteries, but I can vouch personally that EG4 and Signature Solar has unmatched customer service. So yeah, I think something like this comes down to a money decision and a warranty decision. So yeah guys, there is a powerful system for you that you can do it yourself at home. If something like this is in your budget, I'd say go ahead and do it. You never know when the power is going to go out, and there's nothing wrong with saving money on your electric bill from month to month.